Happy early morning. My name is Thomas Brush and I make indie games for a living. This is my job. Talking to a camera, making indie games, selling them on every platform. That's basically what I do. What am I saying? Today we're going to be working inside of Unity, and Unity is the software that I use to make my video games. We're going to jump inside of Unity and we're going to talk about the trick that most, I guess successful indie game developers know how to do. There's a trick, and it's really an important skill to have if you're going to be an indie game developer. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to apply those principles to the game as we work on it. We're going to work on it for about an hour, maybe 2 hours. Before we do that, I do want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Full-Time Game Dev, and specifically sponsored by the brand new course associated with Full-Time Game Dev, which is 2D Art Pro. Okay, this is my program, and it's all about what I've learned in the last 15 years of making 2D art for my indie games. So I teach you all the secrets, everything I've learned in the last decade. And also, a brand new course is totally free for this sale. It's called Pixel Art Pro. So if you guys want 50% off and you want to join the 1,000+ students who hang out on the private Discord server, and they do all the lectures and they download all the workbooks and the Photoshop files, and they work alongside me with this course. And by the way, it's go at your own pace. It's 50% off currently. There's 5 days left, and I think there's about, let's see here, maybe 120 seats left. So 5 days left, 120 seats left. So if you want to join the program, be sure to click the link below, check it out. And yeah, that's about it. Let's go ahead and jump inside of Unity and get started. So what is this trick? What is this secret? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let me check on the chat, make sure everybody's doing well today. Yeah. We're good. Okay, so what is this secret? Sorry, I've got morning hair. Last night was a rough night. My kids didn't want to sleep, so I got up late today and I just started working, so I'm kind of a mess today. But what is this secret? The secret is the ability to distill down all of the big aspects of AAA games into something smaller for an indie game. You basically need to know how to find, let me think here. You basically need to know how to find what makes a game great and only take those great aspects and put them into a smaller game, okay? So a great example of this is something like Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight takes what makes all the Metroid games, even AAA ones like Metroid Prime, even though that game kind of plays like an indie game in a lot of ways, taking what makes that special and then distilling it down into a very polished, small game. Now, it's big in terms of how long it takes to beat the game, but there's not a lot going on. It's a very simplistic game, right? So we're going to take those principles and we're going to take them and put them inside of Unity. Now, here's the thing. An example of this is if we were to, let's jump into my screen here, into Unity. If we were to use sort of the AAA mindset and we had a lot of money, what we would do is we'd say, okay, we have a new section. This is called the restricted section, right? That's this section over here. Well, it looks the same, doesn't it? It looks the same as the rest of the level. A AAA studio might change out the graphics here and make it look totally different. But the indie mindset is, okay, what makes AAA work? What makes a great game? Well, often it's rewarding the player. Once they get into a new area, it's a visual change, right? And I'm not saying we don't do that sometimes. We don't create new walls and new furniture and new levels. But if we've got a limited budget, you have to think of ways to make things look different while keeping the time it takes really low. So what we're doing here for the restricted section, because we have an indie budget, is we're going to be turning all the lights off. That's it. Turn the lights off and put some boards and planks all over this area that you have to break through. Maybe some cobwebs. That's about it. So let's go ahead and start doing that, okay? We've done it over here. So we've worked on this section here. We've even put some blood splatter decals here. So that's looking great. So this section has just basically 2 or 3 game objects, boards and the cobwebs, and it's making it look a lot different. And with all the lights off, it's pretty spooky. See? Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and move forward with over here. So let's see here. We need to put some doors there, don't we? But let's go ahead and just make our way through these rooms here and also down this way and turn off all of the lights in the restricted section, okay? So what we're going to do is just select all of our lights. Every single one, okay? Now what we did yesterday is we sort of did it one at a time, right? Swapping out each one. But what we're going to do is we're going to utilize Jason Wyman's plugin. I always love to plug Jason Wyman and his plugins, especially this one because it's free. And for the record, guys, I do like Jason's courses. Jason has some incredible online courses for game development. So be sure to check him out. And he has a great YouTube channel. So we're going to select all of these things. We're going to use his plugin. Okay, his plugin is... Sorry, I hear weird noises coming from my house. So we're going to select all of these lights here. Let's keep moving forward. Almost there. There we go. So I'm just holding shift and clicking all of these. Let's swap them out, okay? So let's see if we can look up the word dim. There it is. Mansion wall, day, dim, flicker variant. And actually, what we might want to do... Crap. We just deselected them. Hold on. There we go. They're selected. Can we do this? Off. There we go. Okay. So we just drag in off. Oh, it's already there. And then hit replace. Look, that was a sweet plugin from our buddy Jason Wyman. So now all of our lights are off. Let's do the ones down here as well. And we'll replace just a few, maybe 2 or 3, with some flickering lights. Okay. Sorry, can't see. I need to wear my glasses. So we're going to replace these, and then what we also want to do is place some spider webs and some boards. Okay, so this is just basically this is truly the indie mindset. We're going to reuse and reuse assets as much as possible, but try and make them look a little bit different. And it takes very little time because ultimately, in my mind, time is money. Okay. Replace with the off ones. There we go. And by the way, we also need to delete a lot of these light sources, okay, coming from the windows and stuff. So if I turn on my gizmos here, we have a bunch of light sources. Let's turn all of these off. Look how lit this whole scene is. And it's just because we've got baked lighting here. The candle's fine, but this one here, I guess that's okay. But this one here, there's just too much light. So let's just turn them all off. This does mean we're probably going to need to bake. I don't think I'm going to bake during the live stream. I usually like to bake in private in my hot tub. But no, we're not going to bake today. Baking takes a long time. So we're not going to do that. So let's keep making our way through here and just turn off all of these environment lights. Let's see if they're, yeah. We could probably just select all of them. Look at this. Look, we have a ton of environment lights here. So these are all ambient support, except for this one. I'm going to turn all these off. Boop. So that was fast, huh? It was really, really fast. Let's take a look and go inside of here and see what kind of lighting we've got. Those are fine. I like those. Those are cool. Now that we're in this room here, let's go ahead and just select all of our... Turn off gizmos here and select all of these. And turn all of these off, okay? Ooh, that's a cool one. You know what? We don't use that one very much. I kind of like that one. We're just going to keep that one as is. All right, let's swap them out. Boom. Now they're off. Now the reason, by the way, guys, the reason you see the light here is because this is baked. All right, so we need to turn off baked lighting. Now, while the lights bake, we're going to talk all about NFTs. I'm just kidding. Let's remove this floor. Well, the floor lamp is actually fine. I think it's fine. And let's go to this room here. This is the final room that we need to turn off all the lights. The lamp is fine. This lamp, I'm just going to remove entirely. Okay, so let's select all these. And once we do this, we'll replace just a few of them with the flickering light prefab. Okay. Boop. There we go. I need to put doors there. I wish I could, or wood planks maybe. Wood planks might do the trick actually. If we put wood planks right out here, let's do it. Just while we're here, why don't we just go ahead and put the planks. Let's see here. Plank. Is it called board maybe? Board. Board's long, large block. There it is. So we could just literally stick these right here. And now it looks like it's sort of being worked on. And we don't need doors. I love that. So we just saved Felipe a lot of modeling time. So this is using that mindset, the indie mindset, which is what can I kind of get away with simply because I don't have all the money in the world. Granted, we're not making a game for $10,000 here. The budget for this game is something like, I haven't run the numbers exactly, but let's see here. Minimum, $250,000, $300,000, just minimum to make this thing. By the time we're, maybe another year of it, it'll probably be 300,000. What amount of money do you mean when you say six figures? Six figures is like $100,000. So minimum $100,000. So when I say you can get six figures from a demo, guys, I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I'm not some like snake oil salesman guru. I'm serious. It's not that crazy. People all the time, they create a demo, a beautiful polished demo, and then they sell it to a publisher for $100,000. Now the publisher makes you pay it back. That's what people don't understand. It's called an advance for a reason. So you don't pay it back like a loan. There's no interest, and you're actually not required to pay it back. Like if for some reason your game doesn't make the money back, you're not like somehow legally obligated to pay it back. It doesn't work that way. So you just have the advance recouped is what they call it. This happens with a lot of people. This happens with book publishers. When people get a publishing deal with a book, they have to recoup the cost of the advance. It's not that crazy. Some people there's so many naysayers that are out there saying like, oh, Thomas, why are you telling people this false hope? I'm like, first off, I'm not promising anything, but I'm also telling you this is normal. This is what the publishing industry looks like. You get an advance and then they take a cut. I mean, it's not like the greatest thing ever either. It's kind of sucky once you're in the position, once you finally used up all the cash and then you release your game and then they have to recoup it and then they take a cut. It's not a miracle. It feels pretty icky because you're sitting there going, man, I wish I could make some more money. And then the publisher's like, sorry, I got to recoup it all. So, yeah. Good. Let's consider here what else we want to work on. Okay, so the doorways are boarded up, so now they look intentional, right? Sort of like a restricted area that you don't want to go out to these patio areas. This door is something locked, so in order to get through it, you have to jump over here and go around. See, boom, there you go, and now you can come through. So that's kind of a cool puzzle. Let's go ahead and turn on some flickering lights. So I'm just going to select a few here. Flicker light 1, flicker light 2. I like to get them where there's some texture. Flicker light 3. And then flicker light 4. Let's replace those with the flickering light. There we go. Dim, flicker, replace, bang. Very good. Matija Merck, thank you so much. I don't know what HRK is, 25 HRKs, but I'm assuming that's like 3 or 4 billion Bitcoin. So thank you so much. All right, guys. So we've finished up that. We're not, I mean, I can hit play. It's not going to look right because we got to bake. So let's no, the secret is not live streaming my development. Guys, what is the benefit of me live streaming? Does anybody know? I like to disclose everything. What is the benefit of me live streaming? Well, I used to think, well, you can secure wish lists for your game. That's certainly true. Okay? That's certainly true. The benefit is ultimately building up a big audience. So there's ways you capture an audience. You get subscribers on YouTube. That's great because then you can sell your game. Also, it's just nice to have an audience on YouTube and help people out. You can capture an audience via wish lists. As long as there's a call to action, I could put it in the banners at the bottom. You can see these banners looping. And it says wish list the game, right? You guys could do that. That would be really great because you could slowly build up your wish list. Thirdly, capture email addresses. What am I always talking about? 2D game kit, 2D game kit, 2D game kit. So I'm offering something for free to you guys. And what that does is that lets me know that you're interested in a lot of my stuff, right? Because then we have each other's email addresses. Okay? So you're capturing an audience. And ultimately, that audience, you want to help, you want to benefit them, you want to give them free stuff, you want to give them a demo, they can help you test your game, but they can also convert to customers. Right? So that is the benefit of live streams. Thomas, that is so capitalistic. Well, guys, that is what being an influencer, that's what most influencers are doing, is they're building up an audience. 80% of it will never be a customer, but 20% will, right? So you're helping that 100%, but 20% ultimately converts into a customer. That's the way it works. And I talk about this all the time because this channel is all about entrepreneurship in the game industry, right? So that's kind of how it works. Okay, so we've got yeah, tons of baking issues, which is fine. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so anyway, I told you everything was going to look like crap. It's because a lot of these lights were removed, so it's just confused now. So we've got a flickering light there. Yep. Watch this. Boom. Oh, come on. I want to break those. Can't. Okay. Open up this. Nice and dim. I probably need to put some light sources there. Cool. So this is what we were talking about yesterday. Remember yesterday I was talking about every indie game developer feels like their game is a house of cards. Remember I was talking about that? Well, this is one of those situations. It's like, whoa, the game looks like crap. What happened? What's wrong? And everything's broken and these windows look disgusting. I'm just going to start over. And then you realize it's really a simple fix. Take your balcony light, bring it on over here. Oh, that's all I had to do? That's all I needed to do? Yeah, it looks great, Thomas. Good job. And then all I need to do is bake. Yep, all you need to do is bake. And that's that, right? So that's about it. There's the restricted section. Let's just add some boards really quick. We've already got some. So this is the thing, you know, it takes very few minutes. I'm guessing this is going to take me about 20 minutes. Let's see here. Broken boards variant. There it is. So we can take this one here. I'm going to turn off the lights, or, well, it's just really dark even with the lights off. Oh well. We're going to rotate this. I like to use even numbers, or just clean integers, really, that are in quarter rotations. So this one is going to be at 180 and then 90. And what we're going to do is just take these boards and stick them on here, right? So now it looks restricted. One of the tricks when it comes to indie games, and also just it's true for any game at all, you could have 3,000 assets, and then you can have one version of the game where you distribute all those assets evenly into sort of a collage of just even distribution. Or you could have that same amount of assets, or maybe even half the amount of assets, and distribute them into groups, right? So you go, well, I'm only going to put boards and breakable boxes in one area, like a storage area. But then there's a part of the level that's completely empty and clean, and you see just red rugs and couches. So suddenly the game feels so much bigger because it's distributed evenly, and the brain works in that way. I think we like to be in a place where we feel like we understand what its purpose is. That's sort of a reward that the player can feel. They feel like, oh, I'm in almost a new level, and it's all because you just distributed the prefabs in a different way. That was one of the big problems I had with the Banjo-Kazooie game. Do you guys remember that old one that came out? Well, it's like the most recent one, honestly. The Banjo-Kazooie game that came out, that nuts and bolts. It just was a mess. There was just stuff everywhere all the time, and it never felt like there was anything unique about certain areas. Let's take each one of these, and I'm going to do each individual one, sort of place it. And let's go to isometric mode here. Let's turn off the gizmos so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to sort of stretch these across so it looks like they're blocking this way. Like, do not come here. This is a restricted area, right? So just these boards in themselves are going to make things look so different and unique. Like, oh, this is a whole new section, right? And then you change the music out, you make it a little bit creepier, you have a lot more enemies, you turn off the lights, and you've got let's move this one. Let's rotate this one because it's sort of lined up with that one. There we go. All right. So now we got to go this way. Does that make sense what I'm saying, guys? Is this real time? Yes, we are currently live. But Thomas, you never answer the chat. Well, I mean, I'm not God. I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you, kind of. Make a game and answer the chat. No, I'm messing with you guys. I try and answer the chat as much as I can. But there's a point where I'm like, I got to get this game out to a publisher. I want to send a demo to a publisher that's interested in it, and there's just a lot of stuff we got to do. But I also I sort of relax. I say, you know what? If a publisher really wants this game, then they can chill and just wait. I'm not going to worry too much. I don't stress as much as I used to, mainly because there's money in the bank, and I'm not too worried about money. Okay, we got a restricted section here. I'm going to take this board and put another one up here. And right there, that's good. Thomas, put some nails there. Put some nails there. Nope, we're not AAA. We're an indie game, so we're not going to worry about putting nails. There's so many things that we could do. We get chat after chat after chat. Do this, do that, try this, try that. It would look cooler if it was that. And these are all great ideas. Just because it's a great idea doesn't mean it's the right move, right? So that looks good. Boards there. We could probably... Let's put some boards here. I'm going to copy this wood pillar and just drag it on over here. As long as it works up here. Does it? It does. Let's hold V, grab that corner and put it right there. Very good. Looks fine down there. It looks a little weird right there. Maybe do something like that. I don't really mind it, to be honest with you guys. So let's use that. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can put I don't know why I'm talking like I'm in the Bronx. The reason why I'm doing this is because we're going to put board long, breakable variant, large. This one right here. Yeah, the purpose of the boards in this case is to slow the player down, give them something to do, and also make them feel like they're in a different area, right? That's the purpose of the boards. It's also sort of a creepy, it kind of creeps me out, at least when things are blocked up and boarded up. It's making me feel like I shouldn't be here, right? And when we put world building elements in here, that's when it's really going to shine. When you put stuff in here that's like, okay, so for example, the majority of the level, you're going to think, oh, this cult isn't that bad. You know, they just worship Eve. They're kind of weird, but, you know, it's not that bad. And then you get into the restricted section, and there's sacrifices, and there's dead bodies everywhere, and there's books on the virtues, the 7 virtues of murder. Like really, really bad stuff. Stuff that you should just not do. That's going to be in this section. This is the moment where you go, I really got to save my daughter from this cult. This is not a good place. So that's what this restricted section is for. All right, so we've got some cool boards here. Looking good. I think that, I don't mind those being, they're sort of the same, but that's okay. Let's go on down here and take a look. We could just put another one here. And as long as it's not annoying, and by annoying, I mean, what these boards used to be like 4 hits to kill them. So it's like you're just sitting there whacking the boards for 30 seconds. But now it's just 1 hit, right? Another problem with the boards that we got to do is, this is true with Half-Life. Half-Life, when you hit a board, it's a really nice whack sound, and it cracks and it pops and breaks. The current sound for these boards is the same as a breakable box. So it's got like a bassy bursting sound, and it doesn't work. So we're going to try and get a, maybe Hector, you can do it for me. Thank you, Gordon. Gordon, how you doing today? Guys, welcome Gordon to the chat. Gordon is my intern. Gordon, you were actually given this task for the boards, but I decided to just go ahead and do it because sometimes I really want to feel how a level feels, and I can't. I'm impatient, is what it is. I know you've been busy, so I don't blame you at all, like at all. I blame you 0%. Let's put that there, and I think that's good. Good. Spiders. Good. Everything's good here. We could probably put some blood decals all over the place. All right, let's do some boards here. I'm gonna block off both these sections and move that spider though. And those breakable boards, I believe that the spider can walk through them, and that's not good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the board's breakable long, and we're actually going to make it so that this is a yeah, we're going to add a nav mesh obstacle, and it's going to carve into the ground. So the spiders aren't going to run through those. It'll sort of block the spider here. That's the theory. We'll see if it works. All right, let's put some more here. Right on the, maybe on the other side over here. Yeah, that'll do it. Just right, there we go. Put them right there. Boop. So just block off this section here. I'm going to save it just because Unity's been crashing on me lately. There we go. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Whimsy Macabre, you are right. Thomas, a restricted section should really use iron gates and bars. Don't come in here. Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. But it comes down to budget, right? Budget. Thomas, what do we have available to us? This is me talking to myself at 4 a.m. Not able to sleep. Thomas, what do we have available to us currently that we can do quickly, that doesn't take a lot of time? We have boards. Okay, we have breakable boards. Can we put them in front of doorways? and block the player? Yes, we can. How long is that going to take? 15 minutes. Okay, that's the approach we're going to do. One of the reasons why so many game developers don't get their game done is actually not money, and it's not time, and it's not budget. I know that sounds backward because that's all we're talking about. No, what the problem is the assumption is time is not money if you're not paying yourself. Therefore, use as much of it as you like. Now, this worked for Stardew Valley. This worked for Owlboy, and it paid off for me. Pinstripe. I thought about, I just want to make a great game, right? But this is sort of where it comes down to, are you able to emotionally handle all that time spent? Probably not. Most people, and I will say this isn't something that I worked on myself. I was born with the ability to power through. And not quit things. I'm a very disciplined person, and I was born with that ability. I really was. It was sort of like a gift given to me, kind of like Encanto. Is that how you say it? Enchanto or Encanto? That's a great movie. The door that I opened up that was given to me was Thomas can follow through. I follow through on most things. I'm very, very disciplined. I'm not gifted at a lot of other things. For example, I'm not very gifted at being articulate with my art. I'm not very specific, or I'm very careless. I'm very careless with a lot of things, and that hurts me in the long run. But my point is, most people weren't given the gift of 5 years of follow through. That's not your gift, and that's okay. Like, I understand that, and I get that. So the point is, if that's not your gift, then you need to stop making everything perfect. You need to get going and finish your game. Okay? So this is a great example. In your head, you're like, ooh, that would be really cool if it was like iron gate. So I'm going to spend all day making like an iron gate. Well, that's 8 hours of your time, and that's 8 less hours that you have available to you before you burn out and you quit. So you need to be thinking of, how do I get this thing done quickly so that I don't quit? Your greatest threat as any game developer is quitting your game. Absolutely 100% true. All right, restricted, good. I think this should be boarded up too, so that's called... And Macabre, I am not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're wrong for me and my game. It's totally right maybe for you and your game to create iron bars. But for my game and where my head is and how much emotional time, energy I have available, and also, more importantly, my schedule, which my schedule is I need to get this to a publisher ASAP, then it's wrong. Does that make sense? So every game dev decision should be assessed based on where you're currently at emotionally and your budget with time, money, and energy. Okay? Energy is basically money. It's like how much energy you have in your body, it gets spent just like money. And so you have a bank of energy in your body that you can spend on your game. Every time you work on your game, it's getting spent. I don't think we have infinite energy to work on our game. Okay? It's getting spent. So you need to be thinking of, do I really want to spend my energy, my money, my body coin? Do I want to spend this currency on that? If the answer is no, because there's so many other things you need to do, then, well, don't do it and just move forward. So an example, people say this all the time, Thomas, put nails on those boards. No, not going to do it. I just don't have the energy to do it, so I'm not going to do it. So it's really something that comes down to practice. Okay, so we got these boards done. Do I have the energy to add cobwebs? I have a few ounces of energy to add cobwebs. So we're going to add just a few cobwebs here, but where are we going to put the cobwebs? We're going to put them in places where it, I guess, matters to the player. So an example is we're going to put a big old cobweb right here. But I'm going to quit. This is a great example. We've been talking about this all day. Distilling down what's necessary for the player, okay? So this cobweb here, this is kind of necessary because it informs the player I'm entering a new area, and I think there's a lot more spiders in this area than in previous areas. So I'm going to put just a few spider webs, but I'm not going to put them everywhere because I don't have the energy or the time. Okay, I just don't. We got a lot of things to do. So always be thinking, am I in a place currently with my budget where I can invest time and energy in this? The answer is usually no. The answer is usually no. You usually don't have the time or the energy to get something looking perfect. So just don't do it. Let's see. I can't select this for some reason. Mother effer. Okay, let's just go back. Man, Unity's... Wait. Why is Unity so slow? Something's going on. Let's take this and actually position it over here. There we go. And that is all we're really going to do, guys. That's all we're really going to do. I think we could probably do... I have energy, a little bit of energy, for one more. And I'm going to put it up here. This one's going to be a big boy. Can't miss it. Okay. These are a little bit more faint. I'm not sure why, but they are. Actually, you can't even see it. Why are you over there? Oh. He's inside the wall, that's why. But they are pretty faint. I'm not sure why. Let's do a little bit more here. I should probably change the there we go. I love these spider webs because they don't need to be perfect. They just sort of hang out there. So that's cool. We could probably rotate a little bit though. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect, but it doesn't need to be horrible either. All right. There we go. Coffee is delicious. Coffee is great. Did you guys know that caffeine is the most addictive substance in the world? That's what I've learned these days. Okay, guys. Thomas, do we need to bake? Let's bake. Let's bake. No, we're not going to bake. We're not going to bake. That's going to take too much time. I'm going to bake after this live stream is over. Ensure okay, so the next thing, boom, we're done with that. This is the benefit of having a list. When you have a list, it feels good to delete it and move on to something else. So delete a line item and just get going. But it could look so much better, Thomas. The restricted area could look so much better. I know, but we're not going to do that. We're going to move forward and get our game done. Ensure all titles are correct and working properly. Add titles to the bathroom. So the restricted area is actually problematic. What I've found is, let's turn on just shaded or just wireframe here. What I've found is this whole restricted area here, this is, well, I'll show you. By the way, we need to organize all of our game objects, but we're not going to do that today. That's going to be a whole task in and of itself. I'm probably going to give that to Gordon. Gordon, you want to do that? Oh, man. Will there be a Shelob reference and a nod to Lord of the Rings? Maybe. I actually haven't seen that in a long time because ever since I got married, my wife has she's arachnophobic, and she can't look at spiders. So funny, she's never gonna play this game. But we can't watch that scene in Lord of the Rings, so I haven't seen it in a long time because we watch movies together and stuff. So, okay, the titles, the game titles. There's a whole section here for titles. There we go. So we have all these titles. I was noticing there was an issue with the title here. That's because, there it is, I just found it. Step 2 needs to be disabled. Boom. So once you hit step 1, step 2 will activate, and then step 2, once you hit step 2, will do the title trigger. This allows for directional titles. So the restricted area, boom, it happens right there. Let's go ahead and hit play and see how it feels. So, I'm lost. Oh, it's down here. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, so obviously, guys, those of you just joining us, remember that my 2D art program, if you're interested in making a 2D game, my 2D game program, and by the way, these are one-directional doors, so you're only going to be able to go through this way, so we're not going to see an issue. You'll have to break them to even get through the door in the first place. So my 2D program is 50% off currently. So if you guys want to check that out, be sure to do that. And also Pixel Art Pro. Whoa, come on. So that makes it harder actually. That definitely makes it harder. These oh shoot. Yeah, it does make it harder. And you want to know something? Okay. So there's a spider somewhere. Because the music is still going. Obviously, there's not going to be that many. Where? Wait. What's going on? They're stuck. Okay, so we need to definitely remove those. Okay. Okay. So let's just do that really quick before I forget. But I did want to let you guys know 2D Art Pro is my program where I teach for the last decade everything that I've learned about making games. Or making 2D games, 2D art specifically. So if you guys want to join that program and learn about what I've learned and how to do what I do when it comes to 2D art and also 2D pixel art, you can join over 1,000 students at this program. There's also a private Discord server. And yeah, 50% off. And there's 6 days left. I think there's about 120 seats. Maybe there's more. Maybe 100. I can't remember how many are available left. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. I'm going to remove these nav mesh obstacles from these boards. It's just not worth it to cause problems with the enemies. So I feel like a spider should be able to crawl underneath this anyway. The problem is that walkers, you know, we have to figure it out with the walkers, the tall people. But I like the ability of spiders to be able to go underneath these. What am I saying here? We'll figure it out. But click below if you're interested in the program, guys. It supports this channel. Obviously, it's important for me to let you know, yeah, I make money off of it. And it's why, guys, honestly, these courses are why I'm able to hire people to help with this project, honestly. Making indie games, for me, has supported me personally. So I was always able to be a solo dev, but I'm able to expand because of that course. But it's important to know it's really more of an investment for you because it's way less than a lot of programs and universities, and it's an investment for you. So if you're interested, check it out. You're gonna grow a lot, promise. All right, so that's great. There's no more nav mesh obstacles, which is cool because watch this. Let's hit play again. I just want to see here. All right, so I hear all the spiders. Whoa. Something just broke. So I love these boards because, I'll show it to you. These are all screwy. I love the boards because if a horde comes, they act as an obstacle. See this? So you sort of have to kill them. They always give me chills seeing them. And by the way, guys, those of you just joining us, the lighting is... Can you come get me, buddy? There he is. Yeah, he can walk underneath it. The lighting is all screwy because we haven't baked. Sweet. It feels great, honestly. Let's... Wait, I hear a spider. I think it's downstairs. Oh, they're in there. Okay, so if I walk in here, it should say restricted area. There it is. Restricted chambers. I love that. Very cool. All right, it feels great. It feels restricted. Once we bake it, it's going to really feel restricted. These flickering lights, the next thing on my task list was to fix those because the material itself is emissive, and that's just not what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the flickering lights, and as you can see here, we actually have this one here. These aren't emissive because they're turned off. So I believe it's a different material. Mansion wall lamp. Okay. Ah, these. So these are called unlit. Sweet. So we're going to go to these here. And we're going to change them out to unlit as well. That's all we got to do here. And what that means is you're going to get a flickering effect from that light. But it's only going to be on the walls. Okay, so let's hit play and take a look. And that's on my list. Where is it? Let's make sure here. Okay, it was on the previous one, so we need to do it anyway. I want to make sure I'm not, overthinking things and getting into feature creep. I just want to keep moving through my list. Oh yeah, no. If you don't want to get emails from me, you can just get the game kit and then click unsubscribe. There's a big unsubscribe button below the email. Well, it's not big. It's just the same. It's text. Just click unsubscribe and you won't get emails from me. Just answering your question about you saying that the game kit you'll get emails from me. You can unsubscribe immediately. Yep. But you also get a ton of other free stuff. I send out like 6 or 7 other free resources and free videos and free lectures and all that stuff. So it's a great email list to be on. Okay, so let's see this flickering light. Okay, that's flickering. Okay, cool. It's not the greatest thing ever. But it's one of those things where it's like, get it done. All right. Ensure all titles are correct and working properly. All right. So we need to, I think the only title we have left to do, and this is just me being irresponsible because I should have just done these a long time ago and got them done in batch. The only title we have left, I believe, is the, no, we got the bathrooms done. The bathrooms are done, so I don't think there's any other titles we have to do. The storage area, no, wait. Ah, yes, the library title is screwy. Is this the library? What's going on? Where am I? Okay, no, that's the cafeteria. Do we have a title for the cafeteria? Let's double check. I think that's it right there. So that should say dining. Let's double check. Title triggers up 1, 2. So that's going to say dining hall. The problem with this one is, why can't I see this? Hold on, let's see the box collider here. Okay. That's wrong. So what we want to do, I think what I want to do is actually position this over here. So let's actually move the entire thing. So what this means is if you hit this first, there we go, and then you hit the second step, which is right there. Let's make sure we turn it on so we can see it. So right about here, and let's go to isometric mode. So these are just trigger zones, guys. Once they enter into this square, and they have to enter this one first, and then this one. And all that's going to mean is once they hit about right here, it'll trigger dining hall. Very good. So I like that. The dining hall is fixed. I think the storage area was another one. Let's double check. No, this one's fine. This one here, once you enter this area, is a little weird. I feel like there should be a name for this section, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, and then this is the study hall. What about over here? What's this? These are like, oh yeah, this is the lecture hall. I feel like, let's see. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah. All right, so titles are done. I don't think we need to do anything else with the titles. 10 new portraits, create a gramophone, change music in restricted zone. Changing music is going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole script where we have to like swap out the exploration music. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Add some planks to some doors. I'm not so sure I want to do that anymore. I think the storage zone, maybe. Let's go to the storage area here, exit isometric mode, and consider adding some planks here to the storage area. Just a few planks. And then we can call it a day. What I mean by call it a day is move on to the next thing. Because I feel like we don't want to do too many planks, because I really want the restricted area. Remember we were talking about this earlier. I really want the restricted area to stand on its own. And I don't want like the whole level to have a bunch of planks everywhere that you have to break. So I want it to feel unique. But I think overall we can just do something like this, because this is in a storage area, so it kind of feels like a restricted area in a way. It's just not where students should be. So I'm going to move these here, here, here. There we go. Planks there. I kind of like the idea of blocking it off so that you have to break through one of these sections because spiders start chasing you, so it's sort of a challenge. I definitely kind of like that. So let's do that. And then we can just move this one down a little bit. These two can just move down. Yeah. This one we could probably actually move it over like the other side, which might look cool, you know. And this is not unique. I'm not smart here. This is what Half-Life does. They have planks all over the place that you have to break with your what do you call it? Crowbar. Okay, cool. So that's fine, I guess. No, let's rotate a little bit more and then move it over. There we go. Sweet. Very good. It's fine. That's my favorite phrase. It's fine. It's fine. Just get it over with. Get it done. Good. Save that out. Okay, that's good. Any other planks to do? I don't think so. I don't think I want to do any planks. I think it might be cool to hide this. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? So what we could do is take this, just while I'm here, is hide this. Just like that. That way, man, the lighting is so effed. Hide this grate. Maybe have it peeking out just a little bit. I think that's pretty fair. What do you think, guys? Very good. Also, by the way, on our list here, let's just say make sure all doors are correct. Some doors you can open and they take you into the middle of nowhere, which we definitely don't want. Man, it feels good. We're finalizing this level. It feels really, really good. Sweet, 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 sweet. Maybe one more set of planks in front of the doors. Let's see here. Could we put some planks there, maybe? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. I think what we need to do is put this here and then one here. It doesn't look pretty, though. If I'm going to put planks there, they might look weird against the... I don't know. Maybe not. Let's take a look. Board. And this is for door frames. And then we just rotate it 90 degrees. I don't know if it's going to look terrible. Sort of just hanging out here. I think we could just make it sort of attached to the stone. I don't have a huge problem with it. Let's figure this out here. What I'm going to do, that's what I'll do, is I'll consider doing one like this and then one like this. The other side is going to be stone, though. I don't mind that. What do you guys think? It's not horrible. Let's take a look. I just want to... Just the small things, the little things. Saying, hey, you know what? Instead of opening up door after door after door, sometimes you got to break the planks to get through the door. I don't know if I mind that. It's especially scary because when you've got spiders chasing you, like this guy, if you're running down the stairs, you're sort of stuck until you break through that door. So it definitely slows the player down. Very good. That's about it. I think that's the only planks I want to deal with. Do you use Git to save your project? Yeah, we use GitHub. And we push and we push and we push and we create merge conflict after merge conflict after merge conflict because we don't really utilize pull requests. Gordon does a really good job with that. He'll create pull requests even though he could technically just push and merge. But he's good with that. All right, guys. This looks awesome. I don't think we need to do any more planks anywhere. So we're good with the planks. Change music in restricted zone. That's something we're gonna need to worry about a long time later. Maybe at the end of the stream here. Give me just a sec, guys. I'm gonna check my Discord. Check in with my team. And also check Instagrams. All right, create 10 new portraits. You know what? I'd rather do a gramophone for now. Let's do a gramophone, guys. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Just little gramophones. You can listen to music that's sort of creepily playing all over the place, all right? Felipe, I know if you're watching this later, Felipe's my 3D modeler. He's not going to be thrilled with this because, well... he's the 3D modeler. But there are times when I say to Felipe, and it's not often, but what I say is, hey man, we got to get you on to the next task. And so the next task it's called Sodom's Hollow. It's the outdoor level. I want him working on that while we work on, I'll finish up the interiors for. So let's type in gramophone. Does this one match the style? I think it's fine. It's kind of low poly. I don't like that. It's not mapped properly. But it's really not something I'm worried about right now. Remember, guys, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to buy this. Let's give It's Fan Sazali $5. So let's go for it. What's my business card number? Pay now. Pay now. You're an all-star. Get your game on. Get paid. Waiting for this to download. Let's open it up in Unity and start placing this. This is going to be fun because we have a rotate script already ready to go. So hopefully it can, I sure hope this gramophone has separate meshes. That's something we need to think about. I should have looked, honestly, before I bought it because you can see the actual object breakdown. Package contents, meshes, what do we got? Crap. Whatever. Looks like it's not Let's import it. I think it's all one mesh. kind of sucks, but okay. There's only so many things that you can worry about. But the gramophone is significant because it allows for us to have music playing in certain areas, which is like in addition to the other music that's playing. And it just changes things up. Whenever I feel like the player's getting bored, we'll just put a gramophone. Just little things like that. It's the indie way, huh? We'll scale it up a little bit here. Go to snap mode and just snap it to the surface of... I hate the snapping. It's not my favorite. Let's try again. There, oh, we had it. There we go. It's snapped to the surface now. And then pull it over. Okay. Let's fix the shaders. Universal Render Pipeline lit. Okay. Cool. So the normal map is working. The phonograph color we need to fix. Okay. So one of the things here that makes it look like it doesn't fit within our world is the normal map. So we're going to do 0.2. Yeah. And I'm going to open up the texture. Yeah. I'm going to open up the texture here. And I'm going to duplicate it. No. Wrong. We're going what just happened? Let's open it up in Explorer. I don't think I want to duplicate it. What I want to do is just open it up inside of Photoshop. Then we can watch this. Then we can save it as a PSD. I'm going to call it PSD, not Targa. I like to have my art files as PSD files. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually put over top of it one that has a smart blur. Basically, this is going to tunify all of the textures here. We're going to do high quality. Click OK. Now it's much smoother, okay? So we could save that out, go back into Unity here, and then instead of that one, we're going to drag over the PSD. So now it works just a little bit better with the game. There's like an ambient occlusion issue with the edging there. Is that the normal map? Let's see what's going on here. Was it? I think it might be the normal map. You see a little bit there. Okay. Yeah, it's the normal map. Let's see if we can open up the normal map and figure out what's going on. There's just a few little issues here I feel like require us to get cleaned up a little bit. So let's save this as a PSD, okay? So that we can sort of edit it on the fly and go back into it if we need to. Save that out, go back into Unity here. So there's an issue with the normal map. I'm going to see here. That's normal map. Good. So let's change this out to a normal map really quick. Hit apply. Go to our object here, drag in the normal map. Now, I believe we can just blur out some of those edges when it comes to the normal map. So I'm pretty sure it's right here. So I'm going to draw over that and just take a look. Okay, that's not the right area. Wait. Somebody didn't import. There we go. Okay, so that's not it. Is it this or this? We're going to look for the right area. Okay, so we found it. We just drew over it. I believe it was it that? Yes, it's that right here. So this, I believe we can fill it in. So let's go to Edit Fill and try this out. Okay, save it and see what we get. There we go. All right. So those issues, there's a few there, but I'm not sure the player's even going to be able to see those. So that's great. Let's remove this layer here, save it out, and we've got ourselves a gramophone. Hey, and the plate we can rotate, thank God. So the plate we can rotate, let's go ahead and throw on our rotate object script. It's going to rotate in the upwards direction, so that means if my calculations are correct, if we go, this is our Y, yep. So it's going to rotate along the up, and it's going to rotate like that. So what we do is we say the speed is going to be something like 50, okay? Sweet, the gramophone is looking great. Let's go ahead and drag this over into our... And by the way, let's move the gramophone folder we imported into the asset store folder so that we keep all of our asset store assets in the asset store folder. Access is denied. Let's close out our, I think it might be the Windows Explorer issue. Let's try again. We might get an error again. What's that, guys? Yeah. Okay, let's not worry about it for now. And create a prefab out of this. Go to our father prefabs. We have plenty of folders here to look at. So yeah, we have objects. Just drag it into the objects. Here we go. It's going to be a prefab variant. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to put a box collider on it. There's an animation. What's take 01? What is that? Huh. I don't know what that is. So there's animations associated with the gramophone. We don't want that. Let's remove the component. Hit apply. And then also, let's add the box collider to the gramophone itself. Yes. So let's add a box collider really quick. Good. Hey, that's going to work just fine. Oh, the file's open in Photoshop. That's why it is. You're right. Good job. All right, let's drag it back. And then now what we can do is go to this gramophone here and move it into the asset store folder. Nope, still not doing it. Wonder what's going on. I don't know. Springbug says, "Hey Thomas, shout out for your 2D art course. It's helping me a lot." That's awesome. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for obviously investing in yourself. That's great. I mean, thank you for doing that, and thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. Hopefully that's helpful to you. Sounds like it is. So really cool. And by the way, guys, that is 50% off currently. So if you want to be one of the 200 students to get the major discount, be sure to check that out below. Okay, there's a box collider. Then we can add a pushable object script to it. It's going to go ahead and add everything we need. Disable if far away, which is a script that's going to disable it so that the physics aren't always running. And then it's also going to add the pushable object script. It can be picked up. Very good. The actual weight of it, I think, is probably going to be like something like 2 or 3. And then let's hit apply. Good. Now let's find an old song. Okay, I actually have one that I really like, and it's used in my horror film. So let's go ahead and grab that really quick. It's a public domain song. So these old 20 songs, one of the questions you might have is, Thomas, why do you always have old music in your work? Well, I think it's creepy, but I also do it because it's free. I think it's this one here. Is that a movie? Let's see if we can open this in Audacity. Give my regards to Broadway. Okay, you can't open it on Audacity. Woo! Don't do that. All right, let's go to one of the best ways to do this is you go to YouTube. And what I'd like to do is go to YouTube and then I type in public domain jazz. Bill Evans, there's no way that's public domain. Okay. Let's find some songs, guys. So that's not really what I'm looking for. Let's get a feel for it. That's cool. You'll know it when you hear it. No, that's too cozy. Okay. That's too cozy. It needs to sound like this. Give my regards to Broadway. It needs to sound like it's possessed. Something like that. It's anything in the 20s, it'll sound like that. Oh, I like that. That's it. That's creepy AF. So I'm going to go to 4K video downloader. We're going to download this clip. We're going to edit the audio, make it sound really, really crappy and weird. I'm assuming this is fine. I mean, it's from 1927. Blue Skies, 1927. So we're not going to download the video. We're going to download the actual, just the audio. We're going to just download it to our downloads folder. And by the way, guys, I'm not a lawyer, so don't take any of this as legal advice or anything like that. So don't do what I'm doing and say, well, Thomas said it was okay. I'm going to assume it's okay. I'm going to obviously do some more research here. But for now, I'm fine with this. This is great. That's a great playlist. Thank you. So let's open that up, and we're going to open this up in Audacity, and we're going to make it sound even weirder, okay? So one of the things you can do, I like the idea of it being long. And it's just going to loop a lot. What we can do is we could take 2 layers of it, and this one's pitch. And we're going to do higher, or lower. And let's see how it sounds together. Yes. And all you do now is, well, we got a 3-minute song. So about every 10 seconds, it fades in just the creepy pitch. Maybe even do some big swells of it like this. Okay. Whoops, don't move it too much, Tom. Some to 0, sometimes down all the way, up. So this is going to be what makes it disorienting. You don't want the player to be like, ooh, I'm cozy now. It's not a cozy place. Great. All right, we're going to take that track. We're going to duplicate it. Let's go to add new stereo track. And this one is going to be high-pitched. Let's take a look. Good. Yay. And just do some pitch swells. Like so. But the higher pitched ones are very disorienting, so you only want it to happen every once in a while. So something like that. Maybe one more here. Let's take a look. Harry. Ooh. Ooh. Check your YouTube notifications. You're making me scared. What's going on YouTube? What are you talking about? What's wrong, guys? Anyway. Okay, so let's go to mix. I'm going to mix all of them down to a new track. Mix and render, I mean. There we go. Pull down the audio. Feds are about to kill Bitcoin today. Oh, great. Oh, great. Okay, tracks. Graphic EQ. So in order to make something sound like it's coming from a little record, what you do here is you pull... you're going to get like a few frequency bands from an old record. So we pull the bass down, any of the low frequencies, and you don't even smooth it, right? It's just you pull all of them down and you just leave a few bands. Even cut some out here. See? Isn't that cool? Awesome. All right, we're going to go to freesound.org. Grab a few vinyl scratch sounds. It's probably going to be at the top of the list here. I'll show you. There's probably a better one. I think Vital Static. Yeah, I like that one. Beautiful, beautiful. This is fun. I'm having a good time. Let me really quick. I got all my emails open. That's not good during live stream because I talk really bad about you guys. Okay, I got a lot of this stuff open. Anyway, okay, so that's great. Let's go ahead and take a look at our downloads here. Where's that scratchy sound? Huh? Did it download? There we go. Okay, download. All right, let's drag it in. And we'll just loop it. The cool thing about static is you can go ahead and loop it. I don't believe there's a loop feature on Audacity. There's not. So you sort of have to just paste it and blend them together. Okay, so we'll take all of those and just keep going. Yeah, the static you don't need to worry too much about looping or blending. What I mean is blending the loop because it's going to pop and crack anyway. So that kind of, like poor looping is actually good. So let's take a look. Good. Now let's do a sort of a Easter egg here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tracks. I'm going to maybe move that down a little bit. Take these tracks, mix and render down. And let's write a little creepy script here. 5 ways to enter the demonic, the Evian realm of of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds, then take the blood and consume it with a pig. That is all. Okay? I don't know what that means, but we're going to record that really quick, and we're going to make it sound old-timey. 5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds, then take the blood and consume it with a pig. That is all. Thank you. This will interrupt with a scratch sound. Mix down to mono. And we're going to just, same thing here, guys. Go to the graphic EQ. Cut out all of those frequencies so it sounds old. And we're going to make it sound old-timey. 5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds, then take the blood and consume it with a pig. That is all. Thank you. Great. So one of the ways you can make this sound old too is to increase the pitch slightly. I think probably by 8%. For some reason, old-timey stuff, it's higher pitched. 5 ways to enter. That's a little too much. So we could do... three. And this is more of a test. I'm going to probably get some voice actors, although it might be fun to be in the game. 5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for... Now, because we said 5 and we only gave 1, I'm going to have it sort of cut out. That is all. So I'll remove this. A pig. And then we'll also, so that it sort of just cuts and it almost sounds like a glitch, or the vinyl is skipping or something. We're going to do this really quick. Nothing crazy here. Pitch. Drop it down. So now it's sort of more demonic sounding. 5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds, then take the blood and consume it with a pig. That's it. Track. Mix and render. There we go. And we're going to take this audio. We're going to put it somewhere in here. And then we're going to cut out this one here. Generate some silence. There we go. 5 ways to enter. Yep. The Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds. Then take the blood and consume it with that one. A pig. So we just got to put this pop in there. There's also going to be a lot of voice acting from Mother Eve, which is the leader of the cult. And she'll be on speaker systems throughout the whole world and just, pumping cultist garbage into your ears. That's going to be really, really fun. All right, let's drag this in. Actually, let's take a look. Yeah. So we have this transitioning sound here. So we have this pop. 5 ways. Oops. There we go. And then we can also take this right here, and we're going to put it right here. Kind of a scary pop. So let's do a higher pitch. Right there, and then one here. So let's take a look. 5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds, then take the blood and consume it. All right, and then we'll just bring this over here. So we have some static. 5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to... Almost there. Here we go. 30 seconds, then take the blood and consume it. Let's cut out that space between take. Then bleed for 30 seconds, then So it doesn't sound like I'm acting as much.
Take the blood and consume it with a pig. With a pig.
And we'll make this creepier. So first off, let's bring this volume up. We need this last piece to be a little bit louder. Okay? And then make it... and then, sorry guys, and then basically add some distortion.
With a pig.
Click apply, and then we're gonna do Paul stretch to make it just a little bit creepier. 2. No, I like it. Let's keep it like this, and then just the distortion. There we go. Sorry, guys. Show us the screen.
With a pig.
Hopefully you can still hear it, though.
Consume it with a pig.
There we go. All right. I think we should probably decrease the EQ a little bit more. So I'm gonna crank it down even more. Whoops. Oh, crap. We'll pull these down. Almost there. Gordon. Sorry, guys. Gordon messaged me. He's like, share your friggin' screen. Preview.
5 ways to enter.
That should do it. And then we'll crank up the volume.
5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds.
That's pretty good voice acting. I'm not going to lie.
5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds. Then take the blood and consume it with a pig.
That's awesome. I love that. All right, you guys ready? Export. We're going to do a wave. We're not going to worry too much about... I'm not going to save this file. It was fun making, but it's not a huge deal. So we're going to call this vinyl track or gramophone track 1, and we'll call it Evian Blood. Okay. Then all you got to do is add an audio source. Audio source. You know, this is the thing for me. Maybe you guys disagree, but one of the easiest things for me to do in my creative endeavors is to make creepy stuff. So if it's easy, it doesn't necessarily mean it's cheap. Like you should do what's easy for you, because it probably means that that's where your brain is, and that's where your heart is, that's where you're skilled. So for me, making creepy stuff, the older I get, the more I want to do horror, making horror movies, making creepy stuff, making creepy music, creepy sound effects. It's just easy for me. It's almost like a sixth sense. I might not be perfect at it, but I'm pretty good. So I just sort of go for it, you know. I've had people say, Thomas, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing so much creepy stuff lately? And my answer is, it's what I want to do. I like it. I don't know why. It's going to be 3D, spatial blend. The actual minimum and maximum distance here, I kind of want to be able to hear it. So there's the minimum distance for full blast. Max distance, not so much. So something like 50. Let's see where 50 is. Where's 50? How about 25? Wait, what am I doing here? That's the minimum distance. Okay. Where's the maximum distance? There it is. So you'll hear it as you sort of approach the stairs. That's the theory, at least. I feel like it should zero out. Yeah, it should. Let's bring the character back to this area over here. I'm pointing at a screen. You can't even see it. It's right here. Unity, why? I'm having so much fun. Mother fudge. Menu save. Unity's stupid. Can I save this, please? Take the blood of a pig and stick it in your eye. Oh, mother. Hey, Hector. Hector, we're working on gramophone. I wanted to create some creepy sounds for the gramophone. So that's what we're doing. But Unity just crashed. Guys, welcome Hector to the chat. Hector is my personal assistant. He's my community manager, and he's also sound designer for the game. I'm gonna freaking kill you. Okay. Please, please. Okay, everything's saved. Where's that gramophone? Did that save? It did! Yay! It saved. Oh, wow. It saved pretty much everything. So that's good. The audio source itself did not save. So that's something we need to do. Where is it? Gramophone. There it is. I'm waiting for it to freeze on me. Let's do a minimum distance of 50, or max distance and a minimum distance of 3, maybe 2 units. I think that should do it just fine. Spatial blend is 3D. Apply all, and you know what? I don't think I want the gramophone down here. I'd much rather it be right here. Sort of a place of like, it's like a stop, McAfee. This is the problem with PC. When you buy a pre-build, they just randomly start throwing crap at you. Sorry, I'm in a mood. I think that crash sort of pissed me off. Let's wrong one. There we go. Yeah, let's see if we can get the that little piece, that handle to rotate as well. The question is, where's its rotation point? I have a feeling it's in the right spot. Good. Okay, so we can rotate that. So we're going to rotate it at the rate that the plate rotates, but it's going to rotate along the z-axis, I believe. Yes. Yes. Rotate along the z-axis. So that's where it's going to be. I kind of feel like it needs a light over it. So this here, select mansion wall, and this is going to be maybe a flickering light might be cool. No, I'm just going to do it on. There we go. Cool. Well, that was easy. Let's go to V here and just snap it to this wall here. Well, that didn't work. We'll just do it manually. Whatever, that's fine. That should be a light on. Let's double check something here. Is it actually lit? Yeah, it is. Oh, that looks cool. That looks really cool. I kind of feel like we want it to be like this. Let's turn off snapping really quick. One here, and then one here. That's cool. So you have a fun little gramophone playing this song. So you guys want to hit play? Take a look and see how it feels. Let's go to the controller. There he is. And let's bring him on over. So he comes over. Where is he? Yeah, he's over here. Not there. Drop him down. There he is. Move him over. Drop him down one more. There we go. So this is where we're going to appear. So let's hit play and take a... Man, I really need to bake the lighting again. Let's hit play. So you can hear it. Look how fast it's going. I need to figure out what that box is, because there's a box that breaks every time. All right, so I think we need to decrease the loudness of it. So instead of exiting play mode, what you do is you just sort of make the changes here. Where am I? Oh, wow, I'm way in the wrong spot. Here we go. Nope, that's the wrong spot too. What about here? There it is. Okay. What we want to do is we want to first, let's fix the rotation of this guy here. So the plate is way too fast, so we could do 6. Let's try 6. 1. Good. Handle will be 1 as well. What a strange way to rotate. What about 1? 0. That's weird. Okay, so we'll set it to 1, and then the audio source itself, I think 1 and then 25. Yes, okay. 1 and 25 are the values. However, we want it to zero out. Yeah, 1 and then 25. This, we do want it to zero out, though. Actually, I think 35 is probably what we want. Let's just smooth it out a little bit here. And then the plate itself, we need to rotate at a value of 1. I think what I'm going to do with this is we're going to unpack this just a little bit, and not fully, but just a little bit. And I'm going to set this so that it's in the Y direction. So we can go to the plate here. I think I can actually just copy the plate and remove the mesh renderer and rotate it. I believe, let's see here. It's currently set to that. So if I rotate it along the Y axis, wait, what's going on? I can't see it. That's the Y. So the Z, let's set it to center. That's going to be 90. I want to be able to see the plate first, because I'm having trouble seeing. Okay, so this is going to be negative 90. This can be 0, and this can be 90. There we go. So the theory is we can actually just parent that handle to this plate, and it will rotate along the Y, correct? and it'll rotate at a value of 1. And 1 here as well. And then you put the handle inside of it. That way, when this rotates along the Y, it's kind of set up properly. Although, let's see here. We got an issue with the, yeah, it's not centered. The handle itself, that's a weird rotation value. Let's set it to 0 so that we can see the center of the plate. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's go to isometric mode so that we're perfectly centered. For some reason, it's not rotating properly. So what we need to do is move the handle over to the left, perhaps. Yeah, that's weird. We're almost there, guys. This is what happens when you use when you use assets from the asset store. So close. I think that'll do, donkey. There we go. Okay, and then you just remove the plate, and it should rotate. No, crap. Okay, so what we want to do is disable the mesh renderer. It's definitely not ideal, but it's fine. And then you can put that here. There you go. So that should rotate at the same rate, which is a value of 1 along the y-axis as this. All right, let's take a look, guys. I want it to completely go away, so let's double check. You can hear it all the way over here. That's crazy. Okay, so just that subtle musical change. Cool. Whoa. Oh, we need to fix that. It's going to be fun because you can carry it around and just make the music go with you. That's fun. This gramophone here, what we want to do is go to revert to all. There we go. There we go. So that should do it. One of the problems, though, is the audio source is still a problem. So let's go to 25 here. There we go. And then just pull this down. I think that should do... I really don't want to hear it much at all, only until I get up there to that floor. So let's go to apply all. Good. And hit play. Let's take a look. I don't know why that box broke.
5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds, then take the blood and consume it with a pig.
Look at the plate. Now that's screwed up. Oh, I know what's going on. That's fun. The plate is screwed up for a reason. I think it's because there's a script that finds all the children in a object, and then it sets a renderer. So what we want to do is we want to ensure that this rotates properly, even though we don't have a mesh renderer. Okay, there we go. For some reason that works now. Okay, that's good. One of the things that I have a problem with, though, is the distance is a little too small now. So I think something like 17 is probably what we want. Yeah. Yeah. Why can't I move you? Probably 25, actually. No, that's too high. 20. 20 is the magic number. Let's hit apply all. Take a look. Hit play. No, guys, I don't think it's rotating on global axis. We can take a look though. Yeah, it is.
5 ways to enter the Evian realm of sensation is to first bleed for 30 seconds. Take the blood and consume it.
Good, you can't hear it. That's what I like. Yeah, it is rotating along the global axis, which is a problem. I don't want to deal with it though, so we're not gonna deal with it. We're gonna remove it entirely. That's fine. It's one of those things, guys. Sorry, it's not worth my time. Not right now. So we'll keep that deleted here. I kind of wish it was shinier. Yeah, I kind of wish it was shinier. Obviously, we need a metallic map on it, but yeah. Cool. Yeah, I like it. Let's go ahead and place it all over the place. So we got one there. Let's think of some other places we can put it to just add some changes to the world. I think probably this room up here. This room is pretty boring. So we could add a gramophone to this room, sort of like a study room. So let's just add a gramophone right there. There's another one. And let's think here. Maybe make one of these offices have it. There we go. It's just a nice little change to every single location. It sort of signifies almost that you're in a new location, which I like. Let's create one more sound, and I think it's going to be... Okay, we're in the restricted area, which is great. So what we want to do is reward the player so that when they explore, yeah, they get a reward. So here's the reward. Okay. Got a little bit of time to do this. Let's think of something creepy, okay? Please. You've got to stop. This hurts me. Just let me go back to my father. I'll give you... He has money. He's got three different businesses. He's a lawyer in town. I can take him. Please don't. That's great. I don't know. And let's add one more track here. The things I'm willing to do live for you guys. So basically this one will be almost like people are listening to this torture for pleasure. That's the kind of way I'm thinking of it. Now let's have another man on the other line laughing and enjoying himself. Let's think of something creepy, okay? Please. You've got to stop.
Oh, I'm not going to stop.
Just let me go back to my father.
Your father?
He has money.
He has money?
He's got three different businesses.
Shut your trap!
In town, I can take him.
Shut your trap! Shut your trap!
Okay. Mix all those down. Let's take a look. You've got to stop. This hurts me.
Not going to stop.
Okay. Let's go to our... Add a little bit of reverb. Small room size. Good, almost. A little dry. Make it dry and then drop it down. There we go. I think that'll do it. Okay. See, this is the fun thing. You can have terrible acting, but with the right effects, especially when you're working with old like gramophones and static, you can make anything sound awesome. So let me show you that really quick. Right here, we're going to do a little bit of reverb, but not as much for our person talking into the gramophone. Plenty of dry gain. Make the room a bit smaller. Okay, let's see.
Just let me go back to my father. He has money. He has money. He's got three different businesses. He's in town.
I'm having too much fun today. Let's mix all this down into a mono track. Mix down to mono. So I think this will do. What's this? Hold on. What just happened? I want to mix all these down to a mono track.
Let's think of something creepy, okay?
It sounds like they're planning it together. Why did that mix not work? Mix down to mono. This one, I don't know what that is.
Sweet.
What?
Sweet.
There we go.
You've got to stop. This hurts me.
So this right here is just a little loud. And then what we're going to do, mix all that down again. Mix and render.
Let's think of something creepy, okay? Please. You've got to stop. This hurts me. Just let me go back to my father.
Okay.
He has.
Okay. And then let's change the pitch here. I think a little bit lower, just so it doesn't sound too much like me.
Got to stop.
And then we're going to do 2. So just change the pitch on this one to be lower as well, or maybe even higher. No, lower.
Please. You've got to stop. This hurts me. Just let me go back to my father. I'll give you.
Okay, now here's where it's going to get fun. Mix that down to a mono track. Let's just actually mix and render. There we go. Then with this is what's really fun. You do the reverb first, and then you process it down into the graphic EQ. Let's listen to it. There we go. Crank it up. Okay, I feel like there needs to be a high pass on this because I'm hearing a lot of bass for some reason. I think it's fine. Let's see what it sounds like with the static. So just little bonuses for the player. And hey, Thomas, but it's only 15 seconds long. Well, let's just do this. We'll reverse it. And then we'll add a chainsaw sound. Okay. Chainsaw. That's not how you spell chainsaw, it's one word. I'm having too much fun today. This is great. All right, you ready? And then we also need a man scream. Actually, I feel like we could just use one that I've got. And it's for my short horror film, so let's do that. What am I doing? Where's the chainsaw sound? It's taking forever. Okay. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and grab the screaming sound that I want to use. It's a really good sound, actually. Let's see here. Go to links, footage. It was on day 1. Come on. So this is from my short horror movie. A friend of mine did a really good scream, so we're going to take that. If Unity or whatever. Okay, day 2? Day 1? I think it was day 1. Clip. No. It's in the audio, Thomas. Don't be in the footage. It's in the audio. Sound. No. Where is it? What? Audio. There it is. Elliot screaming. Okay. Let's pull that into Audacity. And it's going to peak, which I kind of like. There it is right here. I'm going to turn it down so it's not too loud for you guys. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then we'll open up Audacity. And then we'll have a chainsaw. A little too loud. Okay, we'll pull that over just a tad. And then what we'll do is we'll set the correct EQ. Okay, we'll turn that off actually. You guys want heavy breathing? Okay. So it's almost like he did the chainsaw on somebody, tortured him, and then he comes back to the mic and he's doing something. So let's graphic EQ that as well. There we go. Good. I like that. This scream is great. Then let's go to the chainsaw and figure out where that did that download. It did. We'll pull that in. As long as it doesn't freeze on me. There it is. Turn that down, of course. That's great. That's great. All right. And then the turn off sound is. So we'll just do this. There we go. And then we'll make this EQ, drop it down a little bit. And then how about a body thud? Body thud. Addie Goyle says, I just joined. What are we doing? There we go. That's fine. Blood splatter. You want blood splatter? Okay, let's do some blood splatter. And we've got some. We've got some to choose from here. Downloads. Body hit. Let's find where this should go. So this one, I believe, should be after the screaming. Very good. Sort of a nice little conclusion there. Graphic EQ. Pull up the sound. Good. You guys want blood splatter? Let's throw in some blood splatter. That one we can't use because the license isn't correct. I like that one. That's good. Let's pull that in. Come on. Download. This is something that's interesting to talk about for when it comes to indie games. you can kind of get away with having a lot of really boring stuff, repetitive stuff. But the moment there's like this moment, and you sort of average it out in your head, you say, when are most players going to get bored? The moment that they get bored is when you add something like this. So this is actually, I think, a very good place to spend time on, because you just want to give the player a little bit of rewards here and there, just some story. So, okay, this blood splatter, good. Let's take a look. There we go. And we're going to have 2 layers of this. One of them is going to be a slower layer. Change the pitch, or I'm sorry, change the speed. Drop it down. Good. And then combine it. I believe it. Okay. Tracks merge. Mix and render down. Pretty loud here. I feel like we need that chainsaw to last a long time. Like it's really cutting into something. So we can probably do a graphic EQ on that. Bring this down here. This right here, that needs to last a long time. So we're gonna just loop it. I think we can get away with this. Yeah, there we go. Cut that out there, and then cut that out there. And this will be released for E for everyone. Children of all ages can play this game on their Nintendo Switch. And then we'll increase the volume towards the end here, so that once it gets to that hit, it makes sense. And then the screaming needs to cut right at the hit. There we go. And then you can crank up the volume. So this is what we got. Yeah, let's do this right here. There we go. Good. And then tracks. Maybe some applause. What do we think, guys? Maybe some applause. Let's change the pitch though really quick. Pretty low for this one. And then a cheering. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Is you get rejected by Nintendo. You say, okay, well then we'll take out the chainsaw sequence. But right now I'm just having some fun. Okay, let's put that in there. It's almost as if this just occurred in a giant stadium, and they recorded it for sort of like pleasure. This is a Christian channel, by the way. Let's throw in some applause here. Ready, guys? Okay. Like I said, down res it. And then a little bit more static. And then it just loops. We'll even have it. Yeah, I think that's good.
back to my father. I'll give you. He has money. He's got three different businesses. He's a lawyer.
Oh no, we lost it.
Please don't.
Okay, so for some reason we lost the audio that we had of the guy. I kind of like the mystery of it, to be honest. So this one right here, we could get some footsteps, maybe throw in some footsteps.
We go back to my father. We go back. He has money in town. You can take it, please.
No, Harry, no. All right, let's export this out. It's fine. Let's put it on the gramophone. So this is going to be gramophone torture. And we'll put that, click OK, go to Unity here. And we'll put it right here. So all you got to do is swap it out. There it is. You guys want to see what it's like? Let's take a look. So we go to the controller. We're just going to move him on over here. That's wrong. Wait. Where was that gramophone? That's in the wrong spot. Wait a second. Where are we? Oh, it's in the right spot. Okay. So controller, what can't you do like a move to edit? Game object. Move to view. There we are. Yeah, here he is. Yay, okay. Let's take a look.
Just let me go back to my father. I'll give you. He has money. He's got three different businesses. He's a lawyer in town. You can take it. Don't.
Okay, so we need a lot more distortion on that because it sounds like it's coming from the inner room. So we're gonna mix all that down, mix and render. And I don't like this portion. There we go. Just cut this out.
Go back to my father. I'll give you. He has money.
And then just cut to this. So all of this needs to be, we need to crank this down. So the graphic EQ, it needs to be like one band. Why did I just do that? This is the problem with, I think you just click. Yeah. No. It needs to be one band. And it's not a high pass either. High pass means high frequencies past the gate. Meaning you'd get like all of these playing. It's really a mid frequency. Treble and bass, from what I can gather, were really hard to play on these old instruments or old like gramophones. Okay, click OK. And then what we'll do is crank up this significantly here. Well, let's mix and render really quick. Tracks. I'm not going to hit play because this is going to blow your eardrums out. So this right here will bring down. And then this back up. Okay? Something like that.
Just let me go back to my father. I'll give you. He has money. Don't.
And then plenty of static. Okay? And I think that'll do it. The static is really going to help this. Almost there, guys.
Just let me go back to my father. I'll give you. He has money. No.
And then just bring the volume of the clapping up significantly. And we got ourselves a creepy record. And then fade out. And I think that'll do, Donkey. What do you think, guys? What was that called? Gramophone. Torture. Yeah, I think what we need to do is have some sort of variable that triggers if the player enters that area. It fades out the audio for the music of the game. Because yeah, you're right. It sort of interferes. Okay, and it's also the spiders. I mean, the spiders drive me nuts. You can hear them from like a mile away, and I don't really like that. So let's quickly fix the spiders. We could take a look at the there it is, the audio source here. You can see that you can hear it from 54 meters away, and I really don't want, or whatever the units are. I think 15 is probably a better option here. Nothing crazy. Yeah, there's no reason to hear them that close. Good. Okay, guys, let's take a look. Fun. That was fun. One final thing to this audio track is we need to cut this down even more. It still sounds like it's coming from another room, so I'm going to graphic EQ it and bring it down to one band. Click OK. Maybe even some distortion. That'll do. I think that's good. Hi, Reed. How are you? Gramophone torture. Save that. Click OK. OK again. Something's fallen over here. It's like in here you can hear all of these things falling. It's just annoying. Let's see here. There's no audio source on it either, so something is like falling and it's driving me nuts. But whatever. Okay. So yeah, you can carry this thing around and move it around with you. So I think we've placed 3, but this one is more unique because you're in a creepier area. Oh, Jose, I don't understand or know anything about Unreal, so I can't make a course about it. Sorry. Thank you for supporting, though. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I'll turn the audio down. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for the support, Jose. But I don't understand Unreal, so I can't teach about it. Okay, guys. So that's fun. Is it looping? Whoa, yeah, we have a problem with the global. It should be local. Can you guys help me with this really quick? Let's go to my rotatable objects here. I want to make sure that the rotation is occurring globally or local. How do you ensure it's a local rotation? Let's go to the plate. Rotate around. Does it have to be rotate around local? See, I heard that was deprecated or whatever. See, I thought it was, oh, rotate. Maybe that'll do it. Jose was talking about the rest of the course. What do you mean? Thomas, is there a way to buy your course until the part of real stories from full? No, I don't split my courses into pieces. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be splitting my course into pieces. It looks like it's rotating a little bit. Good, okay. Good. Okay, so we just need to... Whoa, you scared me. David, you're right. It's about, I would say, half of your time and effort should be spent marketing your game. Pre-marketing and then launch marketing. So pre-marketing for me is something you should do every day for years. You should never stop marketing your game. Thomas, can you please extend the discount for the 2D Art Pro course to 3rd of February? My salary. Oh, that's... Ashutosh, thank you for the support. Email me at thomas@fulltimegamedev.com with the subject line, you told me to email you, all caps. I need you to prove, Ashutosh, that you're you, and we'll give you a significant discount, and it will be extended for you, okay? I don't want you to think that way, so we'll extend it for you and give you a significant discount. Thanks for asking, and thank you for the support. You don't have to do that. All right, one final thing here is just go to the gramophone here, and we're going to do a rotation of like 30, and that'll do just fine. All right, let's take a look here. We've got a gramophone. Make sure all doors are correct. We can probably just start from the beginning and go from there. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you begin with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi, do, re, mi. All right, so this guy, let's make sure, we're just going to go from each door. This is going to be really fun. Thomas's course is the only one that has marketing. Yeah, that's why I like it, and I'm proud of it. I'm not ashamed to be... I was, when I first launched the program, all of my programs, when I first launched them, I was really insecure about them. And so I wasn't like super confident, but they're good courses. They're really, really good courses. I think they're the best courses that you could get, honestly. Just because the reviews are really good. So, okay, let's just double check every single door and make sure they're all locked appropriately. So that guy is, these are locked, right? Let's take a look. Locked, locked. This one's not locked. Oh, I've never been in this room. I like this room. This is cool. That's a treat. I've never seen that room before. This is locked correctly. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a spider in there. I know I want 2 or 3 spiders in there, so let's do it. How about just 2 spiders? 1, chew. All right, that door isn't locked, which is what we want. What about up here? Any locked doors we need to address? This one, is that locked? It is not locked. Well, that's not good. And it doesn't even take you somewhere. So we don't want that. So this is going to be no key and locked. See, that's why you go through each part of your level and just explore. All right, guys, let's make our way over here. Anything over here? Let's keep on looking. We're just looking for locked doors. Locked, good. None of these should be locked. Those are all fine. That one is locked, right? It's jammed, which is correct. No. I'm going to lock that one. We don't even need it. So you can see through it, but there's no key and it's locked. So what happens when there's no key and something is locked is the door handle disappears and it just plays an error sound. So it's pretty clear it's nothing. It's not a door that you should even care about. This door, same thing. You're going to see it and you go, there's no reason to even care about that door because there's going to be no handle. This one, there's a handle, and the handles are vibrant orange. That's not locked. Good. What about over here? I know that's good over there, right? Yep. Tea, a drink what is it? A drink with jam and bread. That's locked. Is that correct? Yep, that needs to be locked. These guys are good. What about over here? Nope. Nope. Nothing over here, nothing over here, nothing over here. Okie dokie, Harry. Let's go over here. And this is where we start running into problems. This section here, there's certain doors that you can open up that really you shouldn't be able to open up. Once we start adding currency, oh, it's going to be so fun. Exploring is only fun when you're rewarded for it, right? This one I think you can't open currently. Let's see here. Yeah, this needs to be locked. Otherwise, when you open it, it's like, whoa! So let's keep looking. Keep on swimming. That one, yeah, I don't know about that. Let's take a look. That needs to be locked, right? Yeah, we don't want to be able to let the player walk out there. This one, same thing. Well, what about down here? Anything in here? No. Yeah, I like having, doors that go nowhere. I think it adds a little bit of mystery to the whole thing. Just as long as it's clear that there's nothing that door can do, right? So when it gets locked, that door handle is going to disappear. That lock icon disappears. So it's just this flat, boring door. So it's pretty clear you can't do anything with it. As long as we remain consistent, I'm not so sure we need to worry about it. That one, locked, no key. What about down here? Good, that one's jammed. There's no door there, which is kind of cool. That one's good. What about over here? Harry. I really want to create a puzzle where you have to get on top of this stuff and then go down here. Okay, let's keep on keeping on, guys. Move forward. It's always good to have things on your list because you can just start knocking them out, right? Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's good. That's good. Keep on keeping on. This is the bathrooms. All right. There's a bathroom here and a bathroom here. Those are all correct. Everything's good there. What about down here? We're making progress. My goodness. Nothing here. Nothing here. I know it seems like it's just completely random. It's a maze. I like it. But in my head, I know it. I've been in this level so much, I know exactly where I am. That's not me bragging. I'm just saying I've spent a lot of time in this level. And you'll do the same with your games. You know exactly where you are. But I like things feeling kind of mazy. I really enjoyed I don't know the right words, like the taste that Wolfenstein, the original one, left in my mouth. It's a weird, it's like a sensation of being lost in this repetitive maze. I always liked it. It just, I don't know, it was a weird feeling, so I kind of liked it. Good. So I don't mind having repetition, but in this case, this area here, this one's got to be locked too. Oh, it is, okay. In the case of this section here, I did want to make it look a little bit different, so that's why I turned out all the lights. So there's no lights in this section. We did that at the beginning of the stream. This is locked. Yep, good. This one is not. Are there any doors that I'm missing here? Good. Well, that's fun, you know. It's funny because when you're working on a game, there's always stuff in the back of your mind that's always sort of haunting you. And one of the things for me is the doors aren't right. They're not fixed. I'm going to remove this altar because I'm afraid they're not going to be able to see that key. And then they'll get lost. And one of the things that was haunting me was the doors. Always, some of them you can open and they lead you nowhere. So it's good that we're getting it fixed now. All right. Save that out. Save the scene. We're not using assets for this building. This is all custom from my 3D modeler, Felipe. Felipe does a great job with 3D modeling. All doors are correct. And these two items we're going to have to leave for another day, guys. And just remember, if you guys want to join my 2D art program, if you're interested in making 2D games, 2D art, I'm going to teach you everything I've learned in the last decade of 2D art. And that includes my brand new course, Pixel Art Pro. You're going to get that totally free. There are 5 days left for the 50% off sale. So if you guys want to join the program and join over 1,000 students, and by the way, are there any 2D art students, 2D art pro students in the chat? If you're enjoying the program, let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, join over 1,000 students. There's a private Discord server. There's a go at your own pace lecture module where you can just practice along. You can download a bunch of brushes and texture packs and pattern packs and color packs. So be sure to check that out. Click the link below if you're interested. And I will talk to you guys later. See you later. Bye. Get over here. Get down. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe. And also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why. If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have, and you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I love you too.